Christian and I actually met on tour with Tiesto.
Yeah, in Budapest.
Yeah, many years ago now, and we became just instant friends and realized we had a really simpatico kind of, writing camaraderie amongst us really early on. And we started writing songs together, and I realized probably 4 songs in, wow, this is actually, we've got a band.
I said, listen, I've had this idea, these songs are great, and, for my album, it's all fantastic, but why don't we start a band? And I was like, this would be great. No A&R guys, nobody out influencing us, and we wanted to do this. So from the get-go, it's been an absolute labour of love for us, and something that's, come from the heart, and just we've done whatever we felt was right and natural for us to do, and we've enjoyed every second of making the album and, writing these songs together.
Absolutely. I completely second everything that Christian said, and it really has been a passion project from the get-go, and something that, again, this idea of being so kind of simpatico as writers is really sort of fundamental in our point of connection. Like, we just enjoy writing music together so much. And interestingly, when we started to write these songs, I think both of us realized pretty early on, wow, these songs sound a lot like songs of people that influenced us tremendously as kids. Interesting because, Christian grew up in suburban Manchester. I grew up in the suburbs of Maryland, many miles
completely different
from
worlds,
one another. But we grew up on the same sort of music. So, immediately some of our points of reference were bands like the Human League, Vince Clarke's projects, Yaz, early Depeche Mode.
All the Vince's stuff.
Absolutely.
Blue Nile.
The Blue Nile, a big one. Yeah. And Howard Jones,
and Howard Jones, Nick Kershaw, some of the more poppy kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Which is funny because like Depeche Mode was full on pop.
Right.
In the UK, and like over here, I remember over in America, it was slightly different. It was like,
it was so underground.
It was underground. And
I literally had to save up, ride my bike up to Yesterday and Today Records on Rockville Pike. I'd have to save up $50 to get, a copy of Speak and Spell. So anyway, there's this incredible point of, we have this really anchored point of reference for music that we love, and we started to tailor the songs that we're writing in this direction, and we have a friend that's this very kind of interesting tech / ambient musician, right? / synth hoarder.
Yes.
That has literally, I say that with love in my heart too, who has the most extraordinary synth collection I've ever seen in my life. And he's never ever let anyone record at his house. And we begged and pleaded, and we said, his name's Jeff Coper, and we said, Jeff, can we please come up to your place, which is called Analog Land, right?
So who wouldn't want to go to Analog Land?
Exactly. So, and it's in, a brownstone. You would never ever know it's there. And you walk in the basement, there's millions of dollars of working synthesizers all crammed into a basement. And so every single one of these songs we recorded there without a computer in the room. I literally was walking around with patch cables around my neck and, literally patching together, spending 6 hours patching together a kick drum on a modular synthesizer, moving over one modular synthesizer to the other, like bank of System 100s, and then making a snare drum. And like, okay, cool, I've got a kick and a snare drum, let's sit down. And so it was an extraordinary process, and it really is an homage to our heroes.
debut album is called Daggers. It's going to be out on the 18th of January, and it's got 14 lovely tracks on there.
Corkers, you would say.
Crackers, corkers, yeah. And we've got a lovely double vinyl long play.
Absolutely,
Gavin,
beautiful.
The guy we've known for years, and he's amazing. He's been there from the beginning and he's done such an incredible job on the artwork.
It, again, referencing these things that we loved as kids. So, and different to our aesthetic individually too. It's
totally.
got this really kind of circa 83, 84.
But with a kind of hybrid kind of twist on
modern
it.
vibe
Exactly,
to it,
totally.
yeah.
So, we're excited for the album. So excited. We can't wait to get out and tour it. It's 14 tracks long. It's called Daggers. Going to be out 18th of January, and we're releasing this on our own label, which is Cassette Recordings.
Yep.
And this is our first release on the label.
It is, yeah. Which is and we are planning on releasing a lot of things on this label too. We've already had some really interesting people approach us about releasing things on this label, so we're kind of planning the trajectory and the direction and what the label's going to sound like. And just to kind of throw in a little thing about what Christian was just saying, one of the coolest things about the album title is it's actually an ASCII character. So it's a single character called a double dagger. And so our sort of colloquial nickname for it is Daggers. One of the most rewarding things to me, and I don't want to speak for both of us, but I know it's incredibly significant to both of us, is the fact that so many of our heroes, like people that inspired this music, have come around and become aware of it and are freaking out over the record as hard as we are. And for example, Vince Clarke, who, I just can't even believe it.
It's pinch me moments for me, Vince Clarke doing a remix for all of it.
Like my 14-year-old self is dead.
Yeah.
Like just dead. And so funny, I sent Vince an email, this very kind of timid email, like, we'd given him a copy of the record, like, Vince, you wouldn't be interested in maybe, I don't know, remixing one of these songs or something? And he emailed back, it was one line, do you remember what he said? He said, and Vince is very British. Vince emailed back one line, it said, duh, the alarm, like that. I prepared all the stems, got it to him, and oh my!
I thought
his mix of it's just too much, And guys like Howard Jones, Jean-Michel Jarre, these people that were seminal influences on us as kids, have kind of looped around and heard portions of this record and expressed this profound love for what we've done. So we're so proud of it. It's something we're so excited to take out and tour. We're going to go on tour next summer with Howard Jones. Your old self, like I just can't even. But this has been a very interesting journey for both of us because we're both so busy, Christian, with BB Mac and with all of the guest vocals that he does on trance and EDM records that are wildly successful. And then I'm working on film and television all the time. And so we really did this at our own pace, and we made something that we're profoundly proud of. And so it's really exciting for us to get to share this with people.